One of my very first paintings that I did on a large canvas is called My Realisation of Christ. Now, this painting came about following a healing session, a spiritual healing session that I'd had. And while I was in the peace and calm of this healing process, I'd seen an image of Christ. I'd seen his face staring right at me, and it was just such a wonderful thing to see. He just had this calmness about him, and he just looked so healthy and at peace, wearing just like this beautiful, simple white robe, if you like. And when that healing session was over, I couldn't wait to tell them. It was Joy who spoke first, and she turned around and she said, "David, while I was healing you, I saw Christ. He was healing you. He was stood right next to you." She said, "In fact, he was stood right next to me, sending all his energy through me to you." And I said, "That's amazing, because you won't believe this, but I actually saw Christ myself." And then I explained what I'd seen, the image of his face, and so it was a wonderful moment of affirmation for all three of us, really, to know that we'd shared the same vision of Christ. I remember starting with the river and painting the ripples in the river and the light reflecting off it. And again, I was being guided, because I didn't realise this until I was halfway through the painting, that somebody came in and commented, saying they thought it was great how I'd managed to reflect the crack in the sky, if you like, the light coming through the sky onto the river. And the truth is, I hadn't even thought that through. I'd painted the river first, and then the sky came afterwards, and it was like I hadn't even realised that actually that symmetry had come together. So again, I was being led to bring that to the painting. A lot of people comment on the halo that I've painted above the head of Christ, and the truth is that right from the off, I didn't want to just give him a simple white line as a halo that you see depicted in a lot of the old Renaissance paintings. I wanted something more powerful than that. So I decided to leave that to Spirit to guide me as to what would go in place of just that simple white line. It was important for me to try and capture Christ exactly as I had seen him while I was being healed. Looking healthy, depicting life itself and light, suspended above me, wearing this beautiful white robe. Nothing like the kind of Christ that I'd been used to seeing over the years, at his worst possible moment, where he's been crucified and hanging from a cross, or more recent paintings that I'd seen of him where he'd just been pulled down from the cross and was lying in the arms of his mother, Mary. But this was Jesus, probably as I figured that he would have looked at the point of resurrection. This was the Christ I wanted to paint. I've listened to quite a lot of interviews online with various spiritual teachers and philosophers, and I hear them quote Jesus from the Bible, purely because there's so much wisdom in his words, which still resonates to this day. So here he is, My Realisation of Christ.